Everybody, this is Nature and Cycling, back at you once again with another video. So you see my eyes look very clean, very clear. Here I am, looking nice, looking good, so always looking good. So this is a video talking about the reason why that I was outcasted from my own people back in around like the 98 or before that time. And I remembered back then where my people never really liked me from the beginning, and for the longest time I always used to sit there and I used to always wonder the reason why. And if I had to speak about the things what I think the reason why, one of them was because when you're growing up, everyone had the name brand clothes, everyone had the name brand shoes, fresh haircut, all those type of things that people had. So when I grew up, I never had much money. We never had much. So I grew up poor. So it's only when I got older, life started to become alright, to become okay, to say, okay, I'm alright, I'm okay. I'm not in the predicament that I was in before. But when you go through those times where you never had much, you was brought up in a different type of family, different experiences and stuff that you go through, so it makes you different. So, but one thing I've always noticed, that everywhere I went, I always knew that I never fitted in. They always looked to me and goes, we don't like this guy, we hate him, why is he here for? We don't need him, tell him to go, we don't like this guy. So all the time I always realized that every time in life when I was trying to get on with my people, because I was always that type of man, I don't believe in racism or sexism or discrimination or hate on that type of stuff. I'm not into that. I'm that type of man. I'm more inclusive with everyone around me. I don't care if you're white, green, blue, yellow, purple, orange, pink. I don't care about your skin color, none of that. The way I see things, if you are cool and I am cool, it's all good. It's all good. When you start to be a pain in the ass, then I can't really affiliate if you take it too far in it. So that's how I've always been. So in the end of the day, I've always noticed that my people will always take the piss out of me. They always cuss me out. My people is always the one that will bully man, to say, oh, let's rob him, let's do all bad things to him. People used to turn around and say, yeah, eat that food. We don't care if you die. We don't care if you drop dead. I was that type of person when people used to pick up, and you used to have all those stinging it in bush, and people used to say 1, 2, 3, and I remember those days where they would dash you in the bush and you have over, how can I say, nearly over 600 stinging nettles stinging you simultaneously at the same time at once. And when those things used to touch you, you used to be like, nah, this is not right, this ain't good. But in the end of the day, these are the things that people have to go through. These are the things that people have to face. So sometimes in life, it's just the way it goes, it's just the way it is. So some people just have to face those type of things. So I always knew that if I went to a phone shop, the guy goes, oh, the black guy be like, oh, you can't come in the shop. I said, why? You stole a phone from here. I said to him, can you call police and check the CCTV as well? I'll wait right here. Did he phone them? No, because the guy was lying. Because these are the type of black people, they always want to put the blame on you. Oh, I feel like you're this, I feel like you're that. Yeah, you did this. So these are all the people that used to tell lies. So my own people used to always tell lies on me. They always wanted to see me dead. They never wanted to see me successful. Never wanted me to see me have anything great. So I've always knew for the longest time that anything to do with my people, I've always noticed. I have an accident, even when I chip my teeth. This is when I was cycling and I was running on the SRAM descendant cranks. The first one I had, the pedal came out, so I thought there was a defective. So I bought a new pair. This time, the crank literally snapped in half. I hit my tooth on the bike, chipped my teeth straight out, hit the floor. Black people drive up. They looked at me. I'm on the floor all bleeding out, and these black people look at me like this. Ha 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 ha. In some big ass Mercedes, and I drove away. And the white people come up to me and say, "You're right, was it hit and run?" I said, "No, it wasn't hit and run." So from that, I always realised that everywhere I went, they always looked at me in a certain way. I was never inclusive with them. Now, when you wanted to look for a black girl, the black girl never ever wanted me. She never wanted me to be her man. So because I was outcast or sold out, and as that outcast outlaw, that will always be about until the day I end up in the casket. I know that none of this stuff is ever gonna change. So I always realized that, all right, the one thing I noticed that when I go with a white woman now, because they're the one that come to me, they're the ones attracted to me, right? Then the black girl goes, "Oh, you don't want your black queen, you want your black queen." Then I got sick of that type of talk, because every time I look at you, you never looked at me. You never gave me an opportunity, no nothing. So when I got sold out by my own people, this is how I ended up with a lot of white friends. There may be a few, what is like other, maybe like Latin American and what elsewhere, but majority of that, all the girlfriends and all the friends and people I've been out with, the biking, gaming, anime, no matter what it's been, most of the friends I know all like white. So if it's to do with black people, there's probably only been like a few. You're talking about what, like around 3%? Only like 3%, only 3% that I've noticed so far. So from that 3%, I realized that there's only a couple amount I've come across. But if I look at my phone book right now, there ain't really hardly no black contacts, except for like mom, dad, uncle, sister, and like 2 other friends in my phone book. That's it, yo, that's it. So, and in the day, I was born to a big family on mum's and dad's side, but however, them people just weird. None of them never liked me, so I was never a part of anything. So I've always knew this. So, and in the day, black people always be the one who be like, "Yeah, you're the one who tried to attack my grandmother with a broomstick. Yeah, it was you, it was you." And I will come round and I'll see certain people, and they're like, "Ah, it was you, it was you." These people used to always play the blame game, and always point the finger at me and say, "Yeah, it's he's the one that did this, he did all of that, he's the one was doing this, yeah, we don't like you." And I looked at them and I said, "Do you even have any proof? Do you even have any evidence, like any evidence that this is what it is? This is what it is." You got no proof, no evidence, no nothing at all. So in the end of the day, sometimes this is the way it goes. So this is the reason why this is how I end up with like into like the heavy metal, end up into like rock, end up into like all type of like emo like is it emo, like I don't know, all the type of music you can think about, like death metal, I forgot all the genres. I used to know the genres, but you know what I'm talking about. And so I end up in all different type of music. So I don't really do like hip hop or grime or rap like that. So I just listen to different music. So like pop music, and I listen to all different type of music in it. Certain stuff like that. So like it could be like K-pop or J-pop, J-rock, or whatever it may be in it. I just listen to all different type of like music. So the way I grew up, the gaming kept me out of a lot of trouble, the anime kept me out of a lot of trouble. So when the people was out there doing a crime, getting criminal records, can't get jobs and stuff, I was that person who was like, okay, I'm on the PlayStation. If it's either 1, 2, 3 or 4 or 5, or I'm on the Xbox or the or on the Game Boy or something like that. I was that type of person. I just didn't affiliate with these type of people because I always knew that none of these people weren't no good, and I always knew that these people was bad. They was bad. They was bad. So I always realized that for certain things to happen in life, I always realized that I had to keep going forward and I had to keep trying. So I could never ever like give up, or I could never surrender, because in the end of the day, I always realized that for me to go forwards, you just have to accept certain realities, and you got to keep going forward. So sometimes in life, right, sometimes you may not even have your people, so sometimes you have to be like, you know what, sometimes it's what it is. So now I just got used to it now, so I just move on my own. So when I move forwards and I do my own things, right, I just go out my own business and just go elsewhere. Doesn't matter if I'm going on holiday, exhibitions, or traveling around, anything I need to do, I don't need to do it with none of these type of people, because I can always go on my own or other different type of people to do things with. Because unfortunately, it's sad to say this, but I never ever had a black girlfriend, yo. Never had a black girlfriend. Never had a black girlfriend. Never had a black female friend. Like, never had that, yo. There's a lot of things I never had, so it's insane, but sometimes it's just the way it go, innit? So in the end of the day, I won't sit there and I don't worry about that type of stuff no more. So in the end of the day, sometimes it's just how certain things go. So sometimes you just got to live that life where you're just that one thing that nobody don't like, innit? So that's how it goes. So in the end of the day, that's it. Like, that's it. So you just got to do what you could do, innit? And when you could do what you could do, then you're good to go. So yeah, so I don't really worry about it that much. All I do is just try my best, and if I can make it to that place, then I can make it to that place. So the only thing I could do is just take action and make my life a better life. So that's it. So all I'm saying is that black people sold me out a long time ago. So even to this day and age, I've always been that thing where they would laugh at, take the piss out of. These people just want to hurt you and kill you and attack you. And I look at them and I was like, you know what? I'm tired, I'm done with them. So that's why I go my own direction now, because in the day, they already showed me the sign that you're not needed, we don't want you around. So I say, you know what, whatever, innit, see you later, innit, go out your own direction. So one thing I learned in life, black people don't think before they act, yo. They're just silly, they're just very silly, they're not conscious of nothing. So I always noticed that throughout my life, growing up, I always noticed these type of stuff. Like, anytime a crime happened, there's always the black face there. Anytime when my phone got robbed, or bike got robbed, or when my house got burgled into, it was always the black face there. It was always the black face there. So when I come to realize that now, I realize, you know what, I said, you know what, the only black people I'm around will have to be family, and a few black friends I still got left. Apart from that, I'm just sick and tired the way how they treat you, the way they treated you in school, when I was going to college studying, the way they treated me in college, the way they treated me in society. I never belonged, yo. I never belonged, and I never ever knew why. I've always been that person who was always troubled, never accepted, never appreciated. The one they always wanted to see dead, the one who always they want to see hurt, the one that they want to see drowned, the one they want to see dead, the one they never want to see successful. And from that day, I said, you know what? I'm tired of them. I'm tired of them. So for me, no offense, but I don't really care about that Black Lives Matter stuff, because in the end of the day, to them, my life don't matter to them. So if my life don't mean nothing to you, then it means nothing, innit? So if you people don't want me inclusive of this type of stuff, then I don't care about none of that type of stuff. So I don't care, because You don't think before you act. So you will go out there talking about this type of stuff, but when you look at your actions, you're out there protesting and marching for no reason. You're just wasting your time. So when I think about it carefully, I'm not really bothered about none of that stuff. I just go out my business and do my own thing. So in the end of the day, man's getting older now. I'm getting older now. I'm not getting any younger. So life is changing. Things are getting different. Like, even though I may look like this, like, I may have that look, like, say, oh, but he still looks young. Nah, man. Man ain't young out here. Man ain't young out here, yo. Man's a fully grown man now. Fully grown man. Like, I'm not someone who just turned 20. I didn't turn 20, yo. Like, I'm not 21. I'm not 22. I'm not in my 20s. I'm not in none of them ages out there, yo. I'm not in none of them ages like there, yo. So at the end of the day, I just gotta do what I gotta do. So life goes on. Let's turn this around. So here we are, yo. So this is where we are, yo. Day going down. So you can see it for yourself. This is the marshes where I am recording this. So recording all this in the marshes right now. So this is everything that you see right now. So this is where I am. This is a place I love to come to. It's nice, it's peaceful, and it's relaxing. And I really truly like being here. So this is a place that I find nice, I find good. So I really find very beautiful. So this is what I like. So this is the one place I truly love to relax. So, and also it helps to also reflect at the same time. So I really like it. So you can see the sunset, sun's going down once again. So this is just where we are, and I'm just gonna enjoy it, and then from that just make my way home and just relax and take it easy. And that's what I'm just gonna do. So I'm just gonna do just that. And yeah, fortunately, it's sad to say this, but sometimes it's just the way it go, yo. It's just the way it go. Sometimes when you grow up, sometimes these are the things you gotta face. These are the things you just gotta go through, right? I never knew why. I could never understood. But all I know, black people never liked me. They never had no love, no care, no appreciation, no acceptance. So as I said before, I will always be an outcast, outlaw, and that's what I will always be about until the end of time, yo. So it's sad to say that, but I'm an outcast, outlaw to the very end. So that's it, yo. That's it. I never thought my own people will sell me out like that, will outcast man like that. Imagine that. Like, imagine you're outcast from your own people. So, in the end of the day, it's just how it go, innit? Outcast, outlaw, that's what I'm about. Until I end up in a casket, yo. So that's how it is, yo. That's how it is. So at the end of the day, I do what I do, innit? I just focus on my passions, innit? The bikes. I focus on gaming, anime, pictures, music, recording videos, going out on adventures, to do the things that I like to do, innit? And just keep it moving, keep it flowing, and just always go, innit? So, because sometimes in life, you just gotta accept it for what it is, yo. Because in the end of the day, there's someone probably walking out here and they don't even have £1 in the pocket. Some people may not even have £5 in the pocket. Some people don't even have a penny. So in the end of the day, it's just to be grateful for the smallest things, like. So, yeah, man. It's how it go. It's how it goes, boy. How it goes, yo. So when you take a look now, You can see, look at the time. The time is that 8:41, Tuesday 15th. So this is my Note 10. This is the phone I used to have a long time ago. So there I am there. See me here, there's a reflection camera. See, look, you see the phone off the phone get reflecting through. Pretty amazing, right? So there I am right there. So even if I turn around, you see me back there, you see me back there, yo. See me back there, yo. See me back there. So yeah, man. So this is how it goes, So I'm out of here. I'm going home. I'm going to relax. So this is just a talk about the way how things are, innit? So most of this talking about, it's all to do with one simple thing. It's simple. If you don't meet the condition what these people agree with, then they don't want nothing to do with you. So if you're the man who's not looking sharp, I mean the way how you look, like your clothes, if you ain't got none of these things on point, people will cuss you out here. You gotta be strong, like you gotta man up, like you got like what you saying, what mad, like what you saying, like what's this all about? Chat to me, yo. What's this all about? Like, so you gotta look man in the face like that, because if you're weak, you say, please don't hurt me, you know, like I'm not bad at life, you know, please, I beg you, man, please. Right, that's when you're gonna get bullied, you're gonna get robbed. So then man comes up to you like, what you saying, what? So you gotta be like that, like you gotta be tough. Like if you're weak, they'll just bully you, they'll walk over you and they'll do all type of things to you. So you always have to remain strong. You got to remain powerful. You got to be smart. Like there's so many traps around that you can easily fall in and you're done out here. So in the end of the day, unfortunately, this is just how life goes, innit? There's nothing else I can say. There's nothing else I can do. In the end of the day, if my family had money back then and I was able to get a fresh haircut, all the Nike, Adidas, and all this Reebok and all these name man clothes, and I was rocking fresh, right? I wouldn't have got dissed out, yo. I wouldn't have got cussed out, right? I would have been a part of the crew, like all the girls would have been sitting on my lap, like they would have been whining on my lap, everything like that. But because I'm different now, people were just like, yeah, and everywhere I went, it's like it just followed. So all I'm saying to you, from Woodbury down school to Sir Thomas Abney, it was Sir Thomas Abney where my living hell begun. It all started in Sir Thomas Abney, straight in through when I went into Graysbrook, into Stoke Newton. When I went through all these schools, that's when I realised, yo, it all started from Sir Thomas Abney. That primary school was like a curse, because that's where everything all started. Everything all started from that one place, right? All from that one place. It wasn't for that one thing, I would have been good, I would have been nice. But everything all started from that one place, So from that place, that's when my whole life came to a living end, yo. So that's where all my suffering, pain, misery, torture, like all the things that I've been suffering and been going through, all the hardships, it all come from that one place. Why? Because in the day, right, when you're not a part of anything, when they don't see you a part of it, and when people feel like, oh yeah, we should hurt him, we should bully him, we should make him feel away, all this type of stuff, it makes you a different person. Like you're no longer the same. Like when I woke up now, I've never thought I'd be living like this. Like this type of life, I could never ever dreamed that I would have lived like this. Me live like this. I've always been that type of person who I thought that I always would have been successful. Back in the day, I remember I said straight, when I studied, when I was doing bricklaying, like electrical installation. I remember the days when I was going forwards in life. And I remember always telling myself, I said, that I always wanted to be successful, I always wanted to be great. I want to be powerful, like I want to have my woman, my kids, I want to have everything in life. One day I woke up now, like years and years and years went past. And one day I woke up and I'm standing here, yo, walking through a park. Walking through a park. Like, I'm not even the core of myself. I'm walking through the park as the shell. Like the shell of my true self. Like when I look at myself right now, like I feel ashamed of myself. Like it's a disgrace, like, because I could have been better. Don't get me wrong, them hood rats, right, are more disgraceful, more shameful than I am, right? They're more worse than I am. But when I mean I feel ashamed of myself, because I could have been doing better, I could have been doing greater. But sometimes the way it go, yo. Sometimes the way it is, yo. So that's it. Yeah, this is where I just wrap this one up. Peace out, yo.